Drew Brees, Tony Romo. When I pulled it out and I started thinking about, oh, there's a ton of different names, but I guess if you know who signs to, that kind of eliminates some of them, but I guess it's not an easy one. Drew Brees, Tony Romo. All right, I think I listed everything that's left there. 5 left in the MLB jersey. I dropped it from 14 to 12 over the last 5 spots. 4 left in the new HP series. Funny, I didn't realize I bought Elite. I guess I think I bought some stuff tired, so it was an extra $100 per box. I didn't realize that. But actually, I'm happy we did. I've been meaning to do the higher level. A lot of the names that appear on those are bigger names, and I'm hoping that the non-case hits are some great hits too. But then again, I think the HPLE, the regular series, has some non-case hits that are great too. So, but we'll see where this one goes. Should be fun. I'm excited. There's a bunch of fun headliners, and there should be a bunch of fun non-headliners. So 4 left there, 4 teams left there. Racky just filled up. Tim does have Jacksonville, New Orleans up. I'll mention that when we get there. East Coast is full. Big Al's has 6 spots left. We'll focus on that last, but you can claim when you want to. Let me go close the dollar break. See if anybody claimed before I close. Closed. There it is. Okay. So let's share my screen here. Happy Monday, all. Earlier, not as earlier, I figured we could split the difference, see if it helped us get a few more claims. I think we sat almost the same, maybe a few claimed. We could have started at 6, or 8 Eastern. But just too far away, still too far away, but we'll get them filled up here soon. This is our final Gold Rush baseball jersey and our first HP. So we're starting something new today. We're ending something. We're going to replace these with some bats, I think. Yeah. Aikman, Matt Ryan, Chris Collinsworth. Love all the guesses. Bradshaw. Bunch of great guesses. Quarterback, receiver, quarterback. Howie Long. See all these. There's a lot more than I thought. A lot of names. Not telling you if anybody got it right yet or not. And then the bounty I did change. If you can see, I took away running back from tight end, or tight end from running back. So switching it up. They're going to be other tight end now. So that's what we're doing. QB's got 0 votes. That's fine. Running back, 4th of the votes. Wide receiver, almost half, and other, about a third. I know that math doesn't add up, but that's why I said about. In a second here, we'll run the dollar break first. We'll then start reading off some players that are left in the baseball jersey. If you know you already want one, if you know a name, I discounted it from 14 to 12 for the last 5. And then HPLE, I'm excited about this one. This series, there's 4 teams, 4 spots left for 22 per team. But again, in the second here, when we get maybe 4 more minutes, we'll start with our dollar break. So we had 436, probably 75-ish or 80-ish in free spots, around there. And then a few left in Big Al's full size. So we'll get going in a few minutes here. Here's the teams that are still available in the HP card: Arizona, Atlanta, Baltimore. This is the new NFL Elite box. Arizona, Atlanta, Baltimore, Carolina, Cincy, Cleveland, Dallas, Houston, Jacksonville, Kansas City, Rams, New Orleans, Giants, Jets, Philly, Pittsburgh, Seattle, Tampa Bay, Tennessee, Washington. I think there's still 3 or 4 headliner teams there, but some choose based off headliner, some don't. I think I'm one that tends to not, but it's hard to not be swayed by them as well. But there's some big teams still out there, so I'll come back and we'll fill that one up after we run baseball on East Coast. But we'll run the dollar break first here in just a few minutes. And because of hockey being on Monday, Wednesday this week, who's going tonight with my mother-in-law and my son? He gets to go watch the Mammoth and the Kings, that little brat. I thought about having him get me the game puck, but I can't because I'm not at it, so it doesn't count. But he'll probably want one. Okay, we'll get rolling with the dollar break in 2 minutes here. Tons of fun names still left in baseball, too. It's our final one. We're going to probably replace this one with HP bats. So it'll be pick your team style. So next week on Sunday or the Saturday for Monday starters, it'll be both pick your team, which we've had a bunch of pick your name, pick your player for the last few months. So it'll be 2 pick your team, 1 baseball, 1 football. Okay, let's get rolling with the dollar break, guys. That's about 6-7 minutes in. By the time we roll it should be 10 minutes. So let's go over here and get rolling with dollar first. Thanks for joining, guys. It was sitting pretty low there for a while, but then a few claims today kind of brought it back up to around where it should be. So, 438. Okay, let's read off individual spots, claims, so you guys know that I did it right. John K, you had 5. Tim, you had 1. Jesse, you had 5 there. Scott, you had 20 with 5 bonus. Tom, you had 5. Steve, you had 3. Larry V, you had 36 with 5 bonus. Shane, you had 10. Nathaniel, you had 40 with 10 bonus. Carlos, Eagles in the card. You got it. I'll fill it out here in a second. Jesse, another 5. Greg, you have 4. Chad, you have 10. Chris, you had 20 there with 5 bonus. That's Chris D. Chris R, you had 20 with 5 bonus. Eric B, you had 20 with 5 bonus. Juan, you had 20 with 5 bonus. Greg, you had 8 there. I think it was like 5, 2, and 1, but all in a row, so it just clumped together. David J, you had 20 with 5 bonus. Greg, you had another 2 there. Jason T, you had 10. Bill S, you had 20 with 5 bonus. Larry A, you had 13. Greg, another 1. Bill B, you had 23 with 5 bonus. What a comeback game that was yesterday. I watched that one. Kind of crazy how quick it flipped. Carlos, you had 20 with 5 bonus. Eric S, you had 20 with 5 bonus. Chris A, you had 5. And then Jonathan R, you had 7. Just so I don't forget, Carlos is taking Philly in the card for 22. So just 3 left on that one. And 5 left in baseball. I'll read off baseball names after the dollar break. There's plenty of names there that are fun, and we're discounting them to 12. So if you know already, you can claim. If not, we'll wait till we read them. Okay, we've copied this list. 438 is the amount. Let's go look at the items that you can pick. If you're the top spot, you can pick any one of these items. Oh, I'm already on it. Perfect. Here they are. Full sizes. So new edition Derrick Henry, just bought this from the winner the other day. Maybe Wednesday. I don't remember when that was. Warren Sapp, Flash. Brian Dawkins, Flash. Spurrier, Gators. Warner, Classic. Ray Lewis, STS. These are all full sizes. Tyreek, Throwback. Addison, Tribute. Lawrence Taylor is a BSR 4 full size. Here's some of the custom jerseys. Fletch, Emmitt Smith, De La Cruz, McCaffrey, Marino, Don Cherry. We had that Ice Cube last week. It is a Nike jersey, but I think it's a China Nike. So it's going on the customs, even though it is a little nicer. And then new custom jersey is the 1999 Champs. You see Mike Madonna there, Brett Hull, there's Ed Belfour, and then a bunch of other names. I'm sure there's a few others that I would recognize, but I didn't look through the names. Zach Castellanos or whatever his name was, or Cast something. Pulled his puck a bunch of times. Anyways, that's one of the options. A bunch of Funkos. Dan Marino, Jordan Love, Drew Brees, Jamar Chase, Elijah Wood, 2 Tom Hardys, 1 Venom, 1 Bane, Rey Mysterio, Shaq, Justin Jefferson, Ellie De La Cruz, Tony Hawk. All fun names there. Here's some more full sizes. Emmitt Smith, Lad McConkey, Nico Collins, Joe Theismann, Adrian Peterson, Tua Tagovailoa, Jim McMahon, Mark Clayton, Mark Duper. There's a Mason Crosby. Here's some minis. Cooper Kupp, Rave for the Seahawks. New one there. Troy Aikman, Joe Montana, Jamar Chase, Charles Woodson, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Terry Bradshaw, Bo Jackson, Lamar Jackson. If you guys don't know what styles they are and want to know, you can always ask me. A few of them are a little more rare. There's a Blaze there. That's a BSR4. There's Lunars, Flashes, Eclipses, and Customs, and Raves. Others, we've got a why can't I think of his name right now? Holy brain fart. Don't tell me. Why can't I think of the I think I'm having an aneurysm. Danica Patrick, Walter Payton, Gordie Howe, Elijah Wood, and Sean Astin on the Lord of the Rings. Mike Tyson. Good grief. Thank you, Larry. I even had Mike in my head, and I'm like, what is his last name? Most notable boxer there is, almost. Okay, Derek Brooks, Cam Newton, Archie Manning, Troy Polamalu, Matthew Golden. I think I just had something block one of the brain cells. Julius Peppers. These are the licensed jerseys. Peppers, St. Louis, Thompson, Hull, McCarthy, Zabinajad. Good to see McCarthy bounce back. 3-tutty game. And that's all. And then you can see individual items down the list. So usually kind of in order of when they've been added and so forth, with the oldest being at the back, newest at the front. Those are the options. Let's go over here. For the dollar break, we always do a double random. So random the names, but we also random the amount of times. It just has to be higher than 7. 7 or higher. If it's 7 or higher, we'll roll it. If not, we'll re-roll until we get 7 or higher. There it is. 5 doesn't work. 11 does. So sit back. 11 times we're going to roll this list. We'll do this. Finish with Jonathan. Started with John, right? Yep. John K. Should be, I already forgot the amount, 438 maybe? Do it once just to make sure it is. 10 more times, so 11 times total to get our winner. Good luck all. Thanks for joining. Tons of fun stuff to pick from these. Jeez, 3 in a row there. That's crazy. 3. I always tell you guys not to pay attention, but that one jumped out at me. 4. There's 5. There's 6. Michael Strahan in the black bag. Got you. Nick has Tom Brady, Romo, Ryan Fitzpatrick, Gronk, Howie Long. I think those are all the ones. I think I caught up reading those. So again, if you're just joining, guess a former NFL player that is now an analyst, an NFL analyst. That's what I have in the bag. If you get it right, you get some credit. There's 8. There's 9. There's 10. One more time gets us our winner on the 10th, or sorry, the 11th roll, right? Was the amount of rolls 5 and 6? Yep, 11. There's 10. Next one gets to pick whatever they want. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Winner is Chris R. Chris R. Carlos, very close. Nate, close too. Larry A. I didn't want to jinx it. I was going to say someone was going for the back-to-back-to-back. But maybe because I thought it, I jinxed you, Scott. Sorry, you'd won the previous 2. Chris R. hitting on this one. I'm not sure if Chris is watching right now. Carlos second, Nate, Larry, Eric S., Jason T. That might be your highest finish, Jason. Bill B., Chris D., Chris R. bonus, another one up there in the top 10. Sorry to everyone else. Congrats to Chris. Let's go make sure that it's 11 times. It is. I don't know if Chris is watching, so I'll send him a little message later and say, yoo-hoo. And if he's watching, great. Romo, Greg Olson, I like it. Okay, if you're watching, Chris, and you know what you want, you let us know. If not, you can take your time and let me know in the next 24 hours-ish. If not, I'll buzz you and tell you won. Some of you guys watch it the next day, so I don't want to ruin the surprise, but I also don't want to forget and let it go 3 or 4 or 5 days past. All right, let's keep it rolling. Share this, please. Back over here. Okay, let's see if we can get these 2 items filled up. Big Al's full size is 6 away, but we'll come back to that because that starts. That's our last pre-fill. We've got 3 left in the HP LE NFL. This is now the Elite Series instead of the regular limited edition series. So a little more expensive, but should be better hits from top to bottom. Better non-headliners and some fun headliners. So I'm going to read out the teams that are left there. These are 22, so essentially 11 per team when you pick one and get a random. 3 closes us. Arizona, Atlanta, Baltimore, Carolina, Cincy, Cleveland, Dallas, Houston, Jacksonville, Kansas City, Rams, New Orleans, Giants, Jets, Pittsburgh, Seattle, Tampa Bay, Tennessee, Washington. Just so we're on the same page, let me do this. Some of you guys don't have Facebook. Some of you do. Headliners for this series: Marino, Love, Taylor, Jefferson, Hurts, Chase, Allen, May, Nix, Puka, Manning, and Justin Herbert. There's a bunch of other names in these series, but these are the 12 pictured headliners they chose. Brian taking Tampa Bay. Got you, Brian. So just so those that maybe can't see it on Facebook can see it here. Let's go back over here, please. So I had Tampa, spot 14 for Brian. I'm excited. It should be a fun case to do. I know we do them slowly once a week, so it takes 2.5 months or so to finish, but it's fun. Eric, got you on Dallas. Thank you. Good luck to you. One spot left there, so there it is. Pittsburgh for Jonathan. Okay, since we're just filled it up, I'm going to run these randoms now just so you can see. I won't read them off till we get there, but let's get it done with, and then we'll come back over and fill the last 5 jersey spots. Again, I dropped it from 14, which is already cheap, but down to 12 on these just to help get it closed today. It is our last jersey as well, so we'll move on to some bats next weekend. So let's get these randoms going for the card. I'm going to get rid of the dice roller. Last chance, Chris, to see your name on top unless you rewind. Okay. Let's get 7 times going here. There's Reggie Jackson Ortiz, so down to 3. And I think we have the perfect amount to have it be equal, so no solos and no $3 off spots. There's Andy Pettit, down to 2 left. Thanks, guys. And these are $12 instead of 14 for these last 5. Jay, what's up, man? How you doing? There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I saw you post something, Jay, about some good news. I don't know if it was acting or something. You got a gig or something that was. I read it, and I don't even know. I get in trouble with my wife because Fergie is available. If you want to claim him, there's 2 spots left. You'd be one of the last 2. Molino would close this, but I'll hold Fergie for you above if you want it. Booked a commercial. See, that's cool. So Fergie and Molina close this. Just confirm, Jay, that you want them for sure. I'm assuming that you do. It's $12 on this one. Let me go put these over here. So I won't read these off, but just if you want to look at trading, selling, you can. Larry Smoltz just barely behind on. We'll see who gets them. If they want to sell them to you, they can. If not, I think you're already in this one, right? You are. I'm sure you're just trying to help close too. So let me fill these out real quick here. Oh, Jay, what I was saying is I saw the post and I liked it in my head. I don't know that I always like or love or react to stuff. Because my wife will say, hey, I made a post about you and you didn't even like it. I'm like, I saw it and I liked it. I just didn't hit the like button. So let him have Smoltz. Larry, if you want Smoltz, he'll back out. Up to you, Larry. You get the call on that one. Let's see. Where were we? So anyways, if I forget to tell you guys birthday or like something, I see a lot of stuff and I like it in my head. I think it's cool stuff. And I'm happy for you guys. I just am not the best at trying to help Phil. Okay, if you want it, it's yours. Jay says he'll back out, so just let me know. If not, then we'll keep Jay in there. Jonathan R. Reggie Jackson. It was Craig with Ortiz. It was Elliott. Larry says he's good, Jay, so you've got the spot if you want it. Elliott was next with Pettit. Jay Scotty was next with Ferguson. Well, it's not Ferguson, it's Jenkins. Mark Schlereth. That's a good guess. And then who was last? It was Eric with Yadier. Let's get rid of those and we'll run these randoms and then we'll start to go through. Again, the only thing that's open now is Big Al's full size. Baltimore, Carolina, Houston, Minnesota, New Orleans, and the Jets. I believe we're about just under 70 helmets into the series, so about 50-ish left. So a little over halfway. All these teams still have plenty of hits in there. Fun ones for all of them. We'll worry about that when I'll mention it, but we'll get it filled before we roll. So let's get rid of these last few. Jackson, Ortiz, Pettit, Reggie Jackson, and who was the other name I said? That was Ortiz, right? Yeah, Fergie Jenkins and Yadier Molina. All right, let's get some randoms. I think if it's 76, which it is, it should be all even. Wrong button now. Okay, let's run some baseball randoms. We'll start with baseball now that the dollar break's over with. We'll move on to hockey, 2 hockey jerseys. We'll do our elite card after that, Radke after that, and then we'll get on to Big L's. Appreciate you guys jumping in. We started a half an hour early today instead of an hour. At some point, we need to change permanently, but I like kind of seeing where stuff is and deciding from that. So if you guys are open to having it be kind of sliding around, then we'll do it that way. 7 times on this. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Starting with Brendan Rodgers all the way down to Adrian Beltre, which I think Adrian Beltre was the first name on the list, wasn't he? Yeah, he was, but he ended up at the bottom. Okay. 19 names, almost there, guys. I will read these off quickly, at least the last names at the very least, since they were run random and there was no picture posted earlier. Where are you at, Marcus Semien? Right there. So give me a second. Yep, even all the way up. All right, guys, let me read these off. Very little time to trade or sell, but you can try, that's for sure. I'll give you a second if you want to. Jeff V., you have Trout, Brendan Rodgers, Sammy Sosa, Imanaga, and Yelich, Witt Jr., Mazeroski, Bregman, Hoffman, and Yordan Alvarez. Scorch, you can get Griffey Jr., Jose Ramirez, Vlad Guerrero, Tim Raines, Matt McLean. Brian G., you had Nolan Ryan, Julio Rodriguez, John Schmaltz, Ichiro Suzuki, Alex Gordon. Steve A., you had Kershaw, La Russa, Merrill, Schilling, and DeGrom. Larry A., you had Skeens, Papelbon, Springer, Hamill, Sutter, Bo Jackson, Francisco Alvarez, Mayo, Torre, and Frank Thomas. Oh my gosh, my dog. Hi. You come down here and like half throw up, but okay, get out of here. I should have closed the door. Freaked me out. Where was I? Brad, Bonds, Tatis, Molitor, Boggs, and Soriano. Larry, I don't know if I finished. Bo Jackson, Alvarez, Mayo, Torre, and Thomas. David J., you had Acuna, Rose, Fisk, Dawson, and Canseco. Larry V., you had Sheen, Trio, Justice, Gooden, and Betts. Brad, Martinez, India, Tomei, Horner, and Kaline would love to trade for Sosa and Imanaga. Sosa is Jeff V. Imanaga is also Jeff V. Let's see what you have, and if he's interested, he can make an offer. Jonathan R., you had Ripken, Brock, Rivera, Wood, Oswalt, Chipper, Arenado, Perry, Cruz, and Piazza. Chris D., you had Henderson, Gibson, Andrew Jones, Wyatt Langford, and Ronnie Mauricio. Jonathan R., you had Reggie Jackson, Alomar, Cepeda, Carew, and Valdez. Almost there, guys. Craig, you had Ortiz, Burnett, Abrams, Palmer, Glavin, Elliott, Pettit, Schmidt, Winfield, Alex Rodriguez, and Albies. Jay Scott, you had Jenkins, Ozuna, Cabrera, Soto, and Zobrist. So, Jeff, if you're interested in trading Sosa and Imanaga for any of those two, let him know. He may not be watching live tonight. Eric, you have Molina, Wynn, Semien, Birdsong, and Beltre. Is DeGrom for trade? I'll give you guys just a second. DeGrom is Steve A. Steve, if you're here and you want to trade, let us know. Would like to trade for Glavin and Smoltz. Glavin went to Craig. Smoltz went to... I thought I read it somewhere down here, but no, I'm not seeing it. Give you guys a moment just in case. Am I blind? Is it at the top? It's right in the middle right when I give up, isn't it? I can't see it anywhere, so I'm skipping it in my brain somehow. Schmaltz. There it is. Brian G. has Schmaltz. And Glavin was Craig. So if you guys want to trade Larry, let him know. Thank you, Jay. Yeah, you saw it right when I did. Beltre and Semien up for trade. Adrian Beltre and Semien up. Give you guys a second. We don't need to ram in the box because it's here. Those that have not guessed yet, guess a retired NFL player that is also now a NFL analyst. If you get it right, you get $10 to use tonight. The bounty today is positions. If we get it right, winner will get to choose between Joe Theismann custom jersey or Devin Hester custom jersey. Couple choices. Hopefully we can get at least a tie so we can go for a full size later this week. Albies is up as well. I'll give it another minute, guys. I know there's a lot of trade offers, but not a lot of them get accepted. And then we'll get rolling. 2-box coming up next. Elite card after that. Radke, then Big L's full size. We got football tonight. It's Eagles and who are the Eagles playing? Not the Chargers, is it? Oh, it is the Chargers. Go Chargers. Sorry, Eagles fans. Well, they're up. Herbie with a touchdown to Marion Hampton. Oh, Jay, we play Denver next week. I could have gone to that game too because that's semi-close to me. I should have. All right, guys, I see a lot of people saying they want to buy or trade, but the other half not wanting to move it. So we're going to get rolling. At least we tried. This is our last box, box 5. Again, next week we're going to do, it's going to be pick your team baseball bat style for HP. So excited to have the bats back. And then when we're done with, we already are done with the baseball. The other one, we're doing the full MLB series next. That'll drop tomorrow, I guess. Wednesday starters, right? Denver. Packers favored on the road in Denver next week so far, huh? Interesting. I'm going to put these two out of the way, but this is the bounty choices. If we get there, we'll open the bag when we get done with the next 2 breaks. Usually fold it in here and make sure it looks like it's folded. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I can't tell. Actually, I think I know who it is. That's not a bad hit. I don't know why I thought he played for a different team, though. I thought he played, maybe he did. But I think there was a time where they had him as a headliner in a few of the series that we did. Maybe you guys will have to. That's just pure cursive there. Daryl, what's up, man? How you doing? That is Bill Mazeroski. Is this a Pittsburgh Pirates jersey? I don't know why, but this is just like last time. I picture him in a different jersey. Is that his main team, the Pirates? I thought it was like a red team. Pittsburgh Pirates, Bill Mazeroski. Great hit there. Beckett certified. It is custom, obviously. There are a few authentic sprinkled. We didn't happen to hit one in this case. Let's look and see. I think it was towards the top. I remember reading it towards the. Wish that people would learn how to fold not on the nameplates or logos or anything else, but not even the people that put these together can figure that out. Mazeroski, it is towards the top. On the Bobby Witt Jr. claim, Jeff V. Is the K backwards? No. Like upside down or something? No, I don't think so. It may have looked weird because it was bent weird. Light hitting second baseman, but he became the owner of a popular, at least with me, baseball guy in the 80s. Oh, okay. I know that I've seen him on a headliner list on something in the past. I don't remember what it was. Jeff V hitting the Mazeroski. Nice hit, Jeff. That does it for the Gold Rush jerseys for now. We may do some license down the road. We're going to switch these for some bats next week. We'll do a bat next Monday. Not sure why I'm closing that up. I'll take a picture later, but for now it'll just sit like this, I suppose. I was hoping we hit a license in that, but it's always low chance on the regular series. All right, guys, let's keep it rolling. Let's go to East Coast. See, the rest of the stack showed up. It showed up the next day, I think Thursday. The new ones do not have labels. I've printed them off and put them on. I didn't print them off and put them on these. Like last series, if it's a problem, I can go print off and put them on there. So I think the last two, whatever numbers they were, will still have them, but these ones don't. But they just came in and been sitting in a box until I just opened them right now. So there's our 12 options. I put them here. This will end the series for us. I think he still has a few, but I don't think we're gonna close that series for him. So we'll be focusing on the next series. Maybe he moved them already. We've still got 2 community hits that are locked. Those have not hit yet. We've hit several pictured headliners. I'm hoping we hit more. Love to hit 2 claims today. I think we hit 2 randoms last week. Let's look where we're at. And again, now is the time if you guys are looking for a name. They got 3. Okay. Yeah, he asked me to give him some suggestions on what we want to see in the series too, being that we buy half the series usually or close to it. I think we should have a say, and he agrees. So quack, quack. Yeah, Larry's looking for those dang ducks. So if you guys had a player that you were chasing in a previous series that we haven't seen a little bit, or one that we haven't seen at all yet, feel free to message me and say, hey, I'd like to see this player or this team, more of this team, and we can suggest it and see if he's got it for us to put it in there. I think my suggestion will be a little less top heavy this next series, although it's been fun going after some of those big boys. But I'd like to see a little more rounded in the middle, so we'll see. I've had 0 problems with this series, and we've sure hit some fun ones. So, all right. Anyways, if you want some suggestions, you can tell me here. More ducks, more Ovi. Yeah, we've had Ovi every series, but I think 1 or 2. So if you want to tell me suggestions, you can tell me now, or you can message me later. So these are the guys I want to see, and we'll pass it along and see if we can make it happen. Christian, you have Sakic and Newhook. Joseph, you have Kella. I put your freaking name there. Wah and Kraus. Did I post a picture like that too? Joseph, you have Fuhr and Kempe as well. Brett G, you had Bedard, Palat, and then skipping down Chelios and Fleury. Larry V, you had Moog and Uyghur. Joseph, you had Wolf and Ekholm. Larry A, Solani and Dobish. Jonathan R, Panarin and Barbashev. Larry V, Barkov and Stutzel. Larry A, Gudis and Sanderson, Quack Quack. Brian, Hasek and Faber, Schwartz and Scheifele. Jeff H, Carlson, Lilberg, Mercer and Taves. Daryl, you had Nyes and Shen. Jonathan R, Askarov and Myers. Brian W, Hextall and Kochikov. And Jason T closes with McMichael and Heiskanen. I like both those names. I got some notifications making sure no one's close. I'm say both closed live, just so no one tries to snag spots on there. Okay. Let's get some boxes. Should be 12. There is 12. 12 options, top 2, and then we'll be down to 8 after this week, down to 4 after the next week, and then we'll be done the week after that. Unless I think that's Christmas week, we might only be on 1 time that week, so it might spill over to the next week. We'll see. I do like a Monday, Tuesday break, some mini breaks. I don't know. Might do that, might not. 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 boxes, 21 and 36. 21, 36. So let's close this. Do that. Stop. Go back to look at that. 21, 36. Hey, look at that. One of the remaining 2 we had. Let's see if we get them both. No, I don't remember what the other number was. 60. So 60 is the last of our original stack, huh? Knocking off one of them now, though. Okay. More Ducks. There's a Duck that I want to get. Why can't I think of how you say his name right now? Gauthier? What's it? It's like Gauthier is how you spell. I can't think of how you say his name right now, but he's great. Love to see Leo Carlson in this series too, but I don't think he's an easy signature. So I don't know that Josh has connections with that one. Probably could. Yeah, there's some fun names on the Ducks, especially when they score in the last 2 seconds and then beat us in overtime in Anaheim. It was fun. Okay, 21-36. Good luck all. Trades are still out there. We had one trade made, so now the Cam York is available, Barbashev, and Zuccarello. Those are our 3 trades right now. York, Zuccarello, and Barbashev. Come on, show me. Did I cut this? Yes, I did. Show me community hit, please. I know who it is. 3, 2, 1, and I love him because he's a Utah man. Black, light blue, and white. These will still not have the Mammoth logo on it, I don't think. I know I've seen a few, but this is not old enough for that to be. We'll start getting some Mammoth logos soon, I'm assuming. That's got to be Lawson Crouse. It is. Great hit there. I know I'm biased, and not everyone knows who that is, but I like him. Who had Lawson Crouse? All right, top. With the Patrick Waugh claim, where I tried to say that you claimed your own name. Joseph hitting Lawson Crouse. Let's open it up. I believe it'll still have the UHC on this. Pretty 99% positive. I've been wrong before. Fanatics Premium. Utah Hockey Club. My son is there right now. Lucky Duck. Watching the Kings play. A patch. Fight strap there. Beautiful hit. Lawson Crouse. Utah Hockey Club. Nice hit, Joseph. Joseph, you know the trades. Barbashev, Zuccarello, and Cam York now. The Flyers Fanatic Premium. So not the new trade, I should say. I'll keep that out. I always forget I gotta take pictures of everything. All right. My brain gets mad. That's 3 randoms in a row, maybe even more than 3. I need to go back. It might be 5 randoms in a row. Let's break the random curse. Come on, Gretzky, McDavid, right here. Gretzky, McDavid, right here. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Pretty sure we just broke the random claim. I think this was a claim. And it's cool because it's got some extra ink on it. I don't even know if it said that it had extra ink. Let's see. It says it was inscribed, not a career, but it does say inscribed, so I just wasn't paying attention to that. Andy Moog is correct. Man, I love the Fanatics Premiums with the yellow nameplate, black, the plate, yellow letters, and then black and yellow up top. It's almost opposite. It looks so nice. Larry's been after Moog, and you claimed him again today, Larry. That's a 1990, 1991 All-Star, and the 1990 Jennings Award winner. 35 is the inscription number on there. Andy Moog. It's a great hit. And that feels like the first Bruin, and I don't know how many boxes we've opened. Feels like we're low on. Actually, we hit Pittsburgh. Black and yellow though. Feels like it's been a little bit. What a great looking jersey. Fanatics Premium. Andy Moog going to Larry and his Boston Bruins, his team. Look at that. You've been chasing Barkov for 4 series, Moog for 1, and Moog comes out first. That's how it works sometimes, huh? Man, I'm jealous. That's a good-looking jersey. Now I know one I'll be after if he has it in his series that he runs on the side. So, and again, I can't claim players. The majority, just so you guys know, the majority of the hockey world, outside of me and Christian and whoever else runs Pick Your Player, 90% of them run random teams. And they almost always do 2 or 3 boxes, and you don't have a say. You can try to trade for like 10 minutes. But the majority of the world, the hockey world, just says random teams. These are the different combination of teams you can get. They ran them up. There you go. That's what you have. You have the Bruins. Or, hey, you have a shot at the Gretzky Kings jersey today, blah, blah, blah. It's not claim. It's randoms. Which I get the benefit to that, but I kind of like claiming. Larry, nice hit. Andy Moog, Boston Bruins, not a jersey I've seen, so that's fun. Lawson Krause, Andy Moog, Larry, and Joseph hitting today. Yeah, I prefer players. There's a lot that prefer teams, though. I think there's some in the room that would prefer we did teams. It's hard to do teams in this, but like if we were to do Hit Parade or Frozen Pond and we were doing teams, I think people like that better. It's just different styles. In East Coast, the best way to do it by far is pick your player and have some locks, and it makes it fun. Then you get a random player, that kind of stuff. All right, guys. Congrats, you two. Sorry to everyone else. Let's see where we roll with this next one. It's for HP. So new series. I'll read off the players here. We'll get a box number. Sorry, read off the randoms. We'll get a box number. We'll close the poll. We'll look at the item here, and then we'll get going. This is Elite Series 10, I think. Yes, box or case 6 of 10. What I'll do is we'll wait. Let me read these first. In the HP Elite card, SP, you've got Indy and Carolina. Christy, you have Clipper. I almost said Clippers. Chargers, Cincy. Greg, Denver and Kansas City. Scorching, you have Buffalo and New Orleans. Bill S, Green Bay, Jacksonville. Brian G, Minnesota, Cleveland. Dave, you have New England, Jets, San Francisco, Baltimore. Brad M, you have Miami and Seattle. Chad N, you have Chicago and the Giants. Christy, Detroit, Arizona. Jonathan R, Vegas, Atlanta. Carlos, Philly, and the Rams. Brian W, Tampa and Houston. Eric B, Dallas and Washington. Jonathan R, Pittsburgh and Tennessee. So let's do this. Let's close this screen. You guys get to watch me number these boxes. Or number the cards, I should say. Don't blow it out. I might blow it. Might have already blown it. No, that's fine. Okay, so this would have been the top. Have we done it this way? So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 that way. Let's get some. These stickers are not very sticky. These are the ones that were hiding under my, whatever you call it, under the mulch in the front yard when it blew off the porch during a storm, and then I found it a year later. My wife found it, actually, I think. 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold on. Don't like to do this once. Whoops. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. All numbered up, ready to go. Get a box number, and then we'll start looking at their things. Maybe I'll just keep them out of the box for now. These things bug me anyways. I kind of wish they would go in sideways, but they don't. So. Jonathan messaged me that earlier, Nick, too. Yes. I don't know what kind of football shape Philip Rivers is in, but that's wild. Is Anthony Richardson still hurt? Or are they just like anything but Anthony Richardson? Give the ball to Anthony Richardson, man, before you give it to Philip Rivers, but maybe he's hurt. Okay, one roll here. We'll get a box no matter what. The 0 is the 10, guys. On screen it is. That is a 6. 6. It is wild. I thought they were just announced that they were having their 18th baby, so bad timing it seems. Okay, box 6, even side. There it is. I'll put these over here out of the way for now. I mean, I like Philip Rivers. I know some of you guys hate him. I love him. I thought Philip was fun. Okay, we got that. Let's see if the poll can be closed. Is it a tie? It's not a tie. Look at you guys. Maybe it's the tight end after all this time that you guys liked. I thought it was the running back side, but it was the tight end. Other tight end is what you're going with. Other almost won, or maybe other did win by itself the other day. So now we're adding tight end to it. It's work in progress. Okay, if you guys get other tight end, if that's the positions that hit the most today, we'll random all the names, and at the end, someone can pick either Devin Hester or Joe Theismann. I'll still keep the Darrelle Revis mini as an option too. So those 3 options. Yeah. Okay. We had a few guesses, maybe 20 or 30 guesses out there. I know we had at least one right. And this person seems to get guesses right more than once. 3, 2, 1. Still could be a couple different guys. There's been more than one Pats player that's an analyst. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We chose Rob this time. Rob Gronkowski. I'm pretty sure I saw Larry V, who just hit the Moog, guess Rob. But did anybody else guess Rob? Yeah, Larry said Gronk. Anybody else get Gronkowski? I thought that this would be one that a bunch of people get, but then once you guys started making guesses, I'm like, man, there are 50 different names you can guess. So, but hey, one got it right. Larry V, that's $10 that you can take off later. Joining jerseys later. Nice throwback speed for Rob Gronkowski. If anybody else got it, please let me know. Hard to scroll through all of them, but I try to pay attention while you guys are guessing, and I think I only saw the one. All right, let's start our new case, Elite card. We've not done an Elite series. I'm excited to do it, see if we get some fun stuff here. This is our box 6. I did pull it from the even side. I was doing, it looks like a 9, but it's a 6. Series 10, and this box 34 of 100. No one else? All right. Larry, all eyes on you. Nice guess. After this, we'll do Racky. Then we'll get some Big Al's going. We're a little bit short on that, though. Still 6 spots left to close this, but we'll figure it out when we get there. Let's see if you guys can start off with a other tight end right off the card. Huh? That'd be nice. So what? The Elite come in black boxes and the regular come in white? Is that? I think there's a step above Elite, right? There's probably a couple. You probably call it like Diamond or Sapphire or something. I think I've seen it in the past. Maybe that was the old branding, though. Okay, here we go. Come on. Give us something cool. Also, I read about this. I should have read it out loud, but let me see if I can see really quick here. Sorry, it's the worst time to stop right when I have it open, but something, and maybe you guys that join these more often can shed some light on it, but there's a new addition to the product that says chase after red zone insert boxes, which will contain multiple themed football cards. Example will include players of same position, award winners, teammates, rivals. So I think there's a few scattered in that have more than one card in it, is what it sounds like, on top of the HP auto card. So yeah. Anyways, what direction are we going here? This way. Here we go. Good luck, all. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, nice. And it's a rookie. You guys can see who that is. That's number. He's not come out the same way as the other ones, too. Nope, they come out this way. Maybe that's how the other ones came out, too. Rookie wave from the playoff brand. That is CeeDee Lamb. Cedarius, is that how you say it? Isn't it Cedarius something? Playoff on sticker autograph. That is CeeDee Lamb for the Dallas Cowboys. It is a rookie card, too. So rookie auto from CD. And it is numbered 24 of 25. So I think I think this series from top to bottom is a step up. Should be a fun series to complete all 10 of them. Starting with a short print, in my opinion, under 25 under, I think is short, not super short, but 24 of 25. 2020 Panini Playoff Football, CeeDee Lamb going to the Dallas Cowboys. That's a great hit. Focus rookie card. Nice and shimmery, too. Yeah, that's a great hit. Dallas, I think, was one of the live claims, wasn't it? It was. Eric B. Finally something I can ship you, Eric. Jeez. Congrats. Nice hit, Eric. You guys know that I tend to root for the Cowboys, which is weird, I know, but my best friend's a Cowboys fan. I'm a big CD fan. I think he's awesome. Pickens been playing great, but he gives up all the time. I don't know. That's a great hit. Nice hit, Eric. CeeDee Lamb. All right, put that there. Wide receiver. That's not what you guys voted for. It's okay. Just down one. Down one. 1, 0, 0, 0. Answering this question really quick, guys. All right. Wide receiver on the board. It is time for Radke. Keep it rolling. We're going to be live fills pretty soon here as well. We'll do a few, 3 or 4 live fills, and we'll call it a day. What I just realized, I'm an idiot. Hold on, I got to check something real quick here, guys. Why? Oh, yes, college guests. Thank you. This isn't the start of a new series, but we replaced Gold Rush guesses with Radke guesses. So get your college for who you think this Radke helmet was drafted from. Thank you. I forget because it's not the same way. So, oh, don't tell me. And look, I benched. Oh, you idiot! No. Nick, I don't want to hear about it. Be kind. You know what I'm doing right now, Nick. Son of a. Is this real life? If Gunther scores, I swear. I was waiting for that, Nick. I forgot to switch my lineup today. So I got Gunther and Marino on the bench. And then I looked at who I'm playing, and it's dang Nick. No. It might be, all right? Just lay off my first year. Okay, Radke. David's hoping for a Gronk. Foreshadowing could happen every time I pull something out there recently. It seems I hit the same helmet, the same name, and the same style. So you got a good chance. Yes, get your college guesses in. If you guess the right college and whoever this player was drafted from, you get to move on the next week. Everyone's at 0 still, I believe. But if you get it right 2 weeks in a row, you get some credit. 3 weeks in a row, you get a free full size. So in Radke, I've got Bill with San Francisco, Dallas, New England, Houston. 10-0. Jonathan, Indy, and Atlanta. I was going to check the score for Utah because my son's there, and then I realized I didn't make the lineup change today. I usually do the whole week, and then I check it throughout. But anyways, Jonathan, Indianapolis, Atlanta, Tim, Miami, Cincy, Jacksonville, New Orleans. Jacksonville, North Texas State. Jacksonville and New Orleans are available for $18 a piece. Tim was still selling them. If anybody wants to buy, they're not random anymore, but they are solos now. You can buy them for $18, either the Jaguars or the Saints. David L., you've got Pittsburgh, Tennessee. Jonathan R., Minnesota, Philly. David L., Chicago, Buffalo. Brian, you have Denver, Arizona. David L., you had Washington and the Rams. Brian, Green Bay, and the Chargers. Brad, Cleveland, Vegas, Baltimore, and the Giants. Nathan, you had Kansas City, Carolina. Scott, you had Tampa and the Jets. Brian W., Detroit, and Seattle. Is that where Mean Joe Green played? North Texas State? Jeez. I think we pulled him once and had to look that up, right? Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe it was Ham. No, Ham's Penn State. I would have known that. I remember North Texas State. Are they the ones that are in the? They're not in, but they maybe were going to make it in. James Madison and Tulane made it in. All right, here's our box numbers 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. I get it. They deserve to be there, but they are not the best 12 teams in the nation. Paul Notre Dame. Don't join a conference. Does not help your chances. Or they think it does, I guess. They probably should have been in over Bama, though. But if you let Miami in, they have the same record, and Miami beat Notre Dame. What do? 7 times here. Top box will be the box we open. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Box 7 on the 7th roll. Box 7 on the 7th roll. Am I going to guess a college today? These are not even close to an order, guys. They're all over the place. Here it is. Over here. Okay. What's my college guess? You know what? I'm going to say Bama today. Bama's my guess. I don't often guess them. I shouldn't have. There's like 5 of you guys. It's all right. We're all riding Bama together. Ride or die together, huh? Box 7. Good luck, all. We still have 1 box out there that has an extra jersey in it. First one we hit was great. I love the helmet and the jersey. Guesses are in. Read the randoms. Nobody's buying New Orleans or Jacksonville. Last call on that. Big Al's up next, but we have some work to do, and there's 4 teams left. And then we'll talk about lives. We'll see which live we're going to do depending on who's hanging out. Good luck, all. No little Santa picture, so probably no jersey on this one. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, mama. It looks like a pictured headliner. At least it's the same style. And by the way, guys, this is their new... I thought at first that it was a flat black or custom, but this is actually a new alternate for them. Is this their rivalry helmet, or is this something else? You know what? I bet the box will tell me here. It is. This is their new rivalry helmet. It almost looks flat blackish because it's got the white face mask, which I like. Sorry, white chin strap. And look at the way that thing stands out. Miami. Great hit here. Well, great helmet. Who had Miami? Tim! The power of positive thoughts, Tim. Miami. Hitting on this one. Rivalry helmet. And who do we have? 3, 2, 1. Pictured headliner. Boy, am I jealous. What a great hit there. Dan Marino, Dolphins rivalry speed. Beckett certified. Going to Tim. I'd be stunned if anyone gets to 2 out of the college guesses for Aki. We might have to make it. We might have to like change the guessing maybe. It's just a little wider scope for guess. I mean, this is Pitt, obviously, so Pitt's not a really hard one to guess, but not really the first one you think of. One of the first 5, 10 teams you think of. There's a few of you guys that guess Pitt-ish guesses, like Syracuse for Brad. That's USC's kind of the same as Pitt too. Oklahoma maybe a little bit higher, but Tim, what a great hit. Dan Marino, new rivalry helmet. That's quarterback that got almost 0 votes today, right? Good news is you're still down just 1. 1, 1, 0, 0. Great hit. Congrats. Okay. And I'm pumped. I love seeing new styles. I always say if we're going to see a new style earlier than we would normally, it would be from Racky. My daughter's watch is going off upstairs telling her to read, and she's not home. That's going to bug me. Let me go turn it off really fast. Up there buzzing and making noise. Give me 10 seconds. All right, problem solved. Okay, let's get rolling with Big Al's, although we've got some work to do to get this one filled up. So I'm going to read off who has who and mention the teams that are still open. This is a 4-boxer. Nick F., I've got you with the Arizona Jacksonville combo. David J., Atlanta. Baltimore is open. Zach B., Buffalo. Carolina is open. Last Chicago, Zach B., Cincy. Brad, you have Cleveland. Bill S., Dallas, and Green Bay. Tim, you have Denver. Greg, you have Detroit. Houston's open. Jonathan R., Indy. Ty, you have Kansas City. Tim, you have Las Vegas. Carlos, the Chargers. Dustin, the Rams. Brian W., Miami. Minnesota's open. New Orleans is open. Jets are open. Those are our 6 opens. David, you have New England. Greg, you have the Giants. Brian W., Philly. Brad, Pittsburgh. Ty, San Francisco. Robert B., Seattle, Tennessee. Bill B., Tampa Bay. And Bill S., Washington. So 6 teams left. I'm going to grab a drink real quick. Six teams to close. I'm going to move these items back in here too, since there's a little bit of time. All right. Make sure that nothing got claimed on Facebook too. Brad taking Baltimore. Set a reminder to look at this thing. Let's see. 700. CAD is how much? $500. Yep. No thanks. Baltimore. Going to Brad. Got you, Brad. Thank you. Here's the teams that are left. Carolina, Houston, Minnesota, New Orleans, New York Jets. Let's do 40 for each. Brad, I'm going to do 40 for your Baltimore, too. I was going to discount them all anyways. So 40 for Baltimore is claimed. Carolina, Houston, Minnesota, New Orleans, and the Jets is where we're at. Oh, jeez. Zach, Minnesota. Gotcha. Saints, Brian. Jets are Elliot. Texans going to Dave. Thanks, guys. I appreciate getting this one filled out. Houston Texans, Dave. So just the Panthers left. Carolina's our last team left on this one. 40 for them, and then we're ready to rock and roll. And I already read off who's who, so let's do this while we're waiting. Let's get the boxes going. After this, guys, just we keep talking about it, and we usually tend to decide for a 3-boxer. We're going to try a 3-boxer after this. If for some reason it stalls, we'll talk about what our options are. But let's go for 3-boxer, a little cheaper than this one, $32, so $11 less. We'll do Racky after that. We'll do some licensed jerseys. We'll talk about the new additions. I've got some big boys that I'll be putting in soon, too. Jason Tatum came in. Another decent basketball name came in, but I can't remember what it was. That sucks. Can't remember. Still got some big hockey ones we're going to add into, but I like the 3 that I chose today. So, anyway, that's what's coming. 3-boxer, Racky, some licensed jerseys. Let's get some box numbers going now. 3 numbers. 4 numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. I didn't pick up an extra ball, so that's even better. Okay, first number is 164. 164. I'm going to go there for now. 44. High school basketball number 44. Roll, please. 109. Am I freezing, guys? There it goes. 109. Started skipping on my screen when I was looking at it. And lastly, 69. David Bakhtiari, 69. Okay, we are down to just the Panthers left. We'll hang out here for a second until we get that one claimed up, and then we'll get rolling. I'm going to grab them, guys, but well, let's close this. That's fine. You guys can look at not a screen, but who was it, the last one? Carolina. Okay, let me grab those. 164, 44, 109. Yep, 109 and 69. Just the Panthers left. Last call still on Carolina. Discounted from 43 to 40, and then we're ready to roll. Let's make sure I got the right boxes. 164, 44, 109, and 69. Good to go. What does that sound? Is it making a weird sound? No sound for me. Unless you're talking about me huffing and puffing from lifting the boxes up, the stacks up to grab the box. Anybody else hear a sound or just Jason? Sounds like chirping. Take my earpods out. No chirping for me. If it's the stream, let me know. Usually, if there's a weird sound, you hopefully you've closed the stream and come back in before. Like the problem solve it on your side. You hear it lightly. If it gets really bad, let me know. But always close out and come back in if there's an issue. I don't hear. There's nothing coming from my side. It might be the stream. Could be. I don't know. If it gets bad for people, let me know, please. Can always shut down and restart it, but I prefer not to do that. Okay. Oh, we're not ready yet. Carolina's still left. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. You have to put your phone up. You can hear something? Let me see if I can. Oh, we're waiting for Carolina. Loud when I walked away? My phone stayed in here, so if it's like static, it would have been the same loud as it is now. So I don't. Maybe because my earpiece went away. Tell me now. I just unplugged my music for a second, see if that goes away. Although I can't just listen to myself for the next hour, that's for sure. Carolina, and then we roll. Last team. Where's my pen? Barely here. All right, we're good. If it gets bad, let me know. I'll sit down while we wait for the Panthers. I'm digging that rivalry helmet. Hopefully we see a bunch of those. I don't know if rivalries will be ones that don't get a ton of them produced or not. We'll have to see. Yeah, maybe. You know, maybe it's just me, but I'd love to see Georgia, Alabama play again in the playoffs. I'd love to see Ohio State and Indiana play again, but I think Ohio State, Indiana would have to be the championship game, right? If they play each other. Does Georgia and Alabama have a chance to play each other before that? Wish Tech would have too. I was at that game. Yeah. Texas Tech. I'm not talking about Georgia Tech. Texas Tech embarrassed BYU. Carolina's last team left, guys. I don't have enough room to discount more than that. Yeah, Georgia Tech. They what did they finish? What did Tech finish at? I'll take Carolina for the noise because it's saying Steve Smith is in here. That Steve Smith on the Panthers I think he's hit on the Ravens twice since he's been in there. Got you, Brian, on the Panthers. Oh, yeah, that's right. Georgia Tech gets to play BYU in the Pop-Tart Bowl. We were laughing about that. And stupid Las Vegas Bowl again for Utah. That's like our patented place. Who do we play, though? We play Nebraska, right? Both get to play unranked teams. Beautiful. Stupid. Okay, 44. I was hoping we play Vanderbilt or something like that. 36-0 Wonka. Or even, play up a little bit, play Notre Dame or something. But they declined to play in the bowl games. Babies. Duke winning with 5. But what I didn't get is Duke wins that. And they've got like 5 losses, and they're like, we deserve to be in the championship or in the playoffs. I'm like, I guess you won the ACC, but you lost 5 games. Something with interference. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry. Mute me if you need to. If it gets bad for everyone else, let me know, please. First helmet of the night is Zero Wonka. 3, 2, 1. We've got a Flash. I'm looking at the wrong screen. Hold on. Who had Indy in the 4-boxer? Jonathan. Jonathan R. had Indy. I don't know why I was thinking someone else, but I thought you had Indy and Radke. This one is Radke certified as well. It is weird. Yeah, I don't know what the interference is. It's happened before, and I don't know what solved it other than just closing out and coming back in. Sorry, that sucks. Colts Flash, one of the brightest flashes out there. 3, 2, 1. We just, am I going crazy, or did we just see Falk on something not long ago? What did we just see Falk on? Oh, it was on Fire Factory, right? On the throwback Rams helmet, St. Louis Rams helmet. Marshall Falk Flash for the Colts. It's been a little bit since we've seen that. I remember, Jason, you hit a Falk Flash once or twice. A couple series ago, 10 series ago, something like that. I remember because I felt like you just you hit it and then you'd sell or trade it and then it'd come out again and you hit it again. At least I think it was Falk. Jonathan, nice hit. Marshall Falk Flash for the Colts. 69. Series 36. 0. That's it, yeah, so do I. There was one helmet that just followed you everywhere, and I think it was a Colts Flash Falk. Not that one, but a previous one we had. Yeah, and then I think you hit it again. Oh. This is a name that down to final 2 teams? Really? The Colts were one of them? Is it 2-2 on the teams, Nick? 2 people on each team, or 3 and 1? 3, 2, 1. Hopefully this isn't one of them and we're just blazing through it. Maybe it is. I can't remember if we've hit a Rams or not. I think we have. 2 and 2. So no matter what, we're going to have a conference battle. Okay. We've been lucky to where it's been one person the last few times. There's been no conference battle. Come on. Jacksonville and Tampa Bay left. So tonight might be the night where we find the last team standing. All I have to do is hit one of them. Rams were Dustin. This is a player I've never had before, I don't believe. And if I have, I've forgotten. See if anyone can get this guess right. I thought this was a cool new one to put in. 3, 2, 1. And by new, I don't mean it's a new player. It's definitely not a new player. Anyone recognize who that is? JSA certified on this one. STS 1.0 for the Rams. Maybe if I hold it still, you can actually try to read it. I used to do like credit for people that would guess who they are, and I haven't done that in a while. But born in 1963, played at Purdue, first round pick, 3rd overall pick. There it is. David got it. That is Jim Everett. Hingle McCringleberry. Hingle McCringleberry. That is Jim Everett. That's not our quarterback. We did have the running back there, but that's also not your division. You guys have had 4 chances, and all 4 have not been the right division. Goodness. Running back, 2 quarterbacks. The Rams tonight were Dustin. Dustin hitting the Jim Everett Rams STS. Is he the guy who tagged Jim Rome? No, I don't. Well, there's been a couple guys that attacked Jim Rome. It might have been. There was that. No, that wasn't Jim Rome. The other guy attacked Pat McAfee, the wrestler. It is him that attacked Jim Rome. I was thinking of Pat McAfee with the wrestler. Is that how you know him? The guy that attacked Jim Rome? Oh, man. Okay. Played for the Rams for 8 years, the Saints for 3, the San Diego Chargers for 1, 2-time passing touchdown leader in 88 and 89, Pro Bowler 1 year. 34,000 passing yards in the NFL. It's a fun, different hit. We've never had him. He called him Chris. Chris Everett. That's right. It was him. I was thinking of the wrestler that got mad at Pat McAfee. Dustin, nice hit. Jim Everett. We've never had him. I thought that was a fun addition. Something different. Is that the guy that attacked Jim Rome? Oh, that's funny. Okay. Dustin, nice hit. Okay. 109, Series 36. 0. Yeah, I like sometimes to see the older guys that, one, don't sign, but two, it's on a specialty. I don't know why I like those. Maybe you prefer to see Everett on a classic. That's the only one I've seen. I could probably go look for some right now, but as far as in the wild, just rolling around, that's the first one I've seen in a long time. So, okay, Colts and Rams on the board. I got the positions, and I said that was Dustin. Yep. The next team, I don't see who it is, but I see the team. Okay. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. And speaking of a classic speed, there's a classic speed. I'm pretty sure I have a few classics for this team, so let's see. But I think they might be. That box needs to be taped up. They might be the same position if it's the two I'm thinking of, or not. Okay, here we go. Chargers were Carlos. Carlos T claiming the Chargers from the eBay messages. They're one of the teams left over. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. This is one we've seen before, and now I've got it back in here. A little bit of love for the guys in the trenches. Speaking of Notre Dame, wasn't he a Notre Dame guy, Joe Alt? Maybe he wasn't. My brain tells me Joe Alt, but I could be wrong, or tells me Notre Dame. Carlos, nice hit. Big boy from the Chargers on the offensive line, Joe Alt. He's a top 5 pick, wasn't he? Hold on. Now I got to check all those claims I just made to make sure I'm not lying out of my teeth. He was Notre Dame, and he was the 5th pick, so it was right on. Okay. Injured reserve this year, but he's a great player. Number 5. Carlos, nice hit. Joe Alt on the classic speed for the Chargers. Yeah, of course. Nice one. 164, Series 36. 0. Minnesota boy. Was he from Minnesota? Playing for Notre Dame? You play high school in Minnesota? Yeah, Fridley, Minnesota. Totino Grace High School. Look at that. I'll talk 6'9". I didn't know he was 6'9", 322. Hey, there we go. Someone that's heavier than me and taller than me. Who was it that I just saw? And I said he wasn't that big. Oh, one of the youth linemen was dating one of my wife's assistant coaches, John Henry Daly for the youths. It's like 12 sacks this year. But he didn't make me feel small. He said like my size. Hey, box 4. But Joe Alt would make me feel small. See a style. I see a team here. I see an extra. So I have to pull it out a different way. I'm trying to think. I got 2 guesses on this one. 3, 2, 1. Now, guys, I know that sounds stupid. I built the series. I should know. There's 200 helmets in here. I tend to forget sometimes. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I do. Sometimes they leave a mark and I remember exactly who it is. Sometimes I remember that I've looked at 10,000 helmets over the last couple of years. They're all blend together. Atlanta with a visor on the throwback red helmet. Love these ones. Who had Atlanta? Atlanta was David. David J. hitting the Falcons. Throwback speed rep. 3, 2, 1. Jason said Pinks. Close enough. It is Penix. Nick with the Ryzen guess. We have had a few Ryzen throwback speeds. J5 will trade you if it's a P word. Who's getting who? What do you mean? The P word. You mean, are you trying to trade for this one? Because this one's David's. Jonathan hit the Flash. You hit the Everett. Are you guys talking about those two? Or are you talking about this one? Because this is David's. David, nice hit. Michael Penix. I know, who was it the playing? Was Cousins playing last week? He's hurt. I don't know what you guys are trading, or even if you have the ability to even trade, because that's Penix you meant. So are you offering the Everett for the Penix to David? David has the Penix, the P word. Okay, let's do a recap. We'll drop a live fill here in the chat. It'll be a 3-boxer, but our recap is Marshall Faulk Flash, Jim Everett on the STS, Joe Alt on the Classic, Michael Penix on the Throwback. Uh-oh, you guys are beating me. Sorry. Rebound. Especially if you don't have volume and I do it at a different speed. I'm sorry, but it has to be after my claim there. So the first 3 I don't see there. After that, we're good to go. Sorry, guys. If you missed because of that, I apologize. All right, let's pull this up. Let's see where we get with this 3-boxer. We'll hang out till this one fills up. We'll do a Radke next, and then we'll do some jerseys. Was that really a no Wonka from top to bottom? I believe it was. We're on a Wonka drought. Sheesh. All right, let's see where we're at on claims here. I think we got some work to do, but we'll see how it goes. Glass, I've got you at Kansas City. Below is Zach. Jacksonville with Arizona is Nick. Tampa Bay is Bill B. Indy is Brady. Dallas is Jason. Kansas City's gone, Elliot. San Francisco is there, going to Bill. Chicago is Les. Miami is Brian. Cincy is Zach. Tampa Bay is gone, Dustin. Dallas is gone, Eric, sorry. Denver, we got a lot of work to do here. Yeah, maybe it was that. Denver, Brian. Cincinnati's gone. Green Bay is for Zach. Baltimore, Pittsburgh for Brad. Okay, we'll see where we go with this one, guys. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Halfway full with the Washington claim for Dave. Brad, Green Bay is Gonzo. Zach took him just above. What is happening? I went back from top to live to top, and then I got rid of a few claims. I think we're good there. All right. Halfway full, 15 to go. We'll hang out here and slowly fill this one up. I'm hoping that my guys have negative plus minuses and no assists, and then I can just be happy that I didn't start them. Oh man, they're down 0-2. Williams not liking that. NHL. Who's got the points? Can't be. All right, let's see. Green Bay gone. Eagles going to Brian G. New England going to David A. Jaguars are gone with the combo, Dave. Sorry. Giants going to J. That is 18 claims, 12 left to close us here. This is a 3-boxer for 32. Started the Utah goalie. Is it Vejmelka tonight? Yeah, I doubt you would start Vanacek. I got no. Yeah, right. You're going to be up because my plus minus is going to be down. I'm not going to get anything from these guys. What? I've got Brian with Seattle, Tennessee combo. Jeff R taking the Pats, but they are gone. Jeff, sorry, just claimed a little above. Let me type out the teams that are left since it's hard to see on the screen too. Tennessee's gone 2, Dustin, by way of the combo with Seattle. So both those ones gone with combos. Here's the teams that are left. Atlanta, Carolina, Cleveland, Detroit, Houston, Vegas, Chargers, Rams, Minnesota, New Orleans, New York Jets. So 11 teams left, I believe. That is correct. Slowly get there, guys. See, the one time I don't even debate it, where I would do a 2-boxer, I just post a 3 and probably could have done a 2-boxer today. Oh well, that's how it goes. I'm in no hurry today. It's another quarterback, and that's an other. At least you got your other. But I need to change it to say other tight end, and this is running back, wide receiver. Good grief. Where? Lagging? Yeah, sorry. There might be an issue with the stream today, or it might just be your service too. Wes, I've got you with Detroit. Dustin, just after on Detroit. Getting bullied on your claims. Okay, down to 10 spots left, the 10 listed above. I'm trying to figure out why my wife and daughter are not home yet. Oh, they would be. 10 spots left. We're getting there. List above is correct besides Detroit being gone. We will do a Racky Life after this, and then we'll try some licensed jerseys. I did a 6-piece today. Let's see if I got... No, I don't, because Toronto only has 1 goal. I didn't pick any Flames. Sharangovich. And I picked Byfield, not Kempe. Oh well. Down to 10 remaining, guys. 10 spots left. We'll get there. Slow and steady. That's a low-scoring game. Chargers and Philly. Holy cow. Like the Packers are going to be low scoring too. By the way, guys, I would have been getting crap all day today had the Bears won, but not a single, hey, Packers did okay. I would have gotten crap all day. Guarantee it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Down to 9 left. 3, 1, 1, 1, right? Wide receiver, running back, quarterback, other. Yep, that is correct. Brad, thank you. Got you on Minnesota. Down to 9 teams left. That's the Bears. Yeah, the problem is that that's what happens, right? Like, if we win, it's like, oh, whatever. You always beat the Bears, but the Bears beat us. It's like, you guys are the worst team in the world. Bears are going to the Super Bowl. We do have to play them again, and I'll be honest, they played better than I thought they would. I was hoping for a blowout at home. I didn't think it would happen, but we made a few mistakes. So did they. Stressful game, that's for sure. Okay, down to 9 teams. We will attempt Radke after. We'll see how the night goes, and then some licensed jerseys. We'll try a 2-boxer. Who do we add this week? We added Sam Reinhart, Panthers Fanatics Premium, 2-time champ. We added Donovan Mitchell on an All-Star Jordan jersey. And we added Kurt Warner on a Cardinals Nike. Kraft, yeah. Saw him walking around the facility. The cold bothers Caleb. He was Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, man. He made some great passes, but there were some passes that were not great. He doesn't have a good completion percentage, but he shows spurts of being pretty dang good. He fit some balls into some tight spaces. He ran a couple times when he should have ran. There was a few that he should have ran that he didn't, especially at the end of the game. He played better than I thought he would. He had a rough start. But I'd take Love over Williams all day. Bears fans may not agree with me, but anyways, those are the additions. I'm trying to think. 9, 327. Trying to think of here's what we're going to do. So the remaining teams, Atlanta, Carolina, Cleveland, Houston, Las Vegas, Rams, New Orleans, New York. Right, is that 9? Dustin with the Rams. Okay, so these 9 teams, takers on these, we're going to have 8 claims like we've done before. The team that gets left last will be given away free to one of the other 8 teams that gets claimed here. So Rams are the first one of that. So it's not discounted, but it's it'd be the same as if we discount all these to 29 and some. We're giving away a full free team. So anybody that takes one of these teams will have a chance to get the 9th team for free. We won't sell the 9th team, if that makes sense. Done that in the past. We'll do it again today. So we'll put all these into a randomizer. Whoever owns the top team will get the last team so that's not selected, the final team that's left. That makes sense. Dustin Rams got you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 teams left. Dave taking Houston Texans. Got you, Dave. Thank you. Good luck. So 6 left until we get the 7th team away for free, I believe is what I'm saying. 6 claims left to get the 7th for free. So far, Rams, Texans in on that. Jonathan R. Cleveland, thank you. Six teams left, 5 claims to close it. And then again, guys, we'll attempt to rack you some jerseys. If stuff doesn't fill, we will not do it. That's obvious, but Brian Gutcha, New Orleans, down to 4 left with 5 left with 4 claims to close it. I'll run all these in the randomizer 7 times to get a top spot. Vikings are gone. They were one of the ones claimed right before by Brad. So Vikings gone. The last teams that are left are these teams. Let me type them to make it a little easier. Those 5, the first 4 that get claimed, the 5th team will get given away for free. Will be given away for free. Slowly but surely, guys. 4 spots left, and then we'll run to our last 2 breaks here. I'm here, guys. I'm just looking at stuff. Atlanta, Carolina, Vegas, Chargers, and Jets. Last 5 teams. 4 need to be claimed, and then we're closed. Hey, we scored. Oh my gosh. Nick! You son of a... Of course that would happen. He hasn't scored in a few games. What am I doing? Gunther with the goal, and he's sitting on my bench. What a joke. All right, who's the commissioner? Who's the commissioner? I need to ask for a special exception. I was live streaming, so I got distracted. Someone get the commissioner on the horn for me, please. Commissioner Gordon. Okay, 5 left still, guys. I mean, 4 claims with the last 5 teams, and we're ready to roll. Apologies for the delay here. I know that's not what you guys want either. PowerPoint play 2. Freaking loser, Alex. You watch, Nick. It'll come down to 1 goal. Did Marino get an assist on it? Now they're on the same line, so I doubt it. Nope, Keller, Sergachev. Then you got Cooley and Schmaltz and Peterka. Dave taking Carolina. Thanks, Dave. I appreciate you trying to help close it. Exactly. Instead of getting swept, I would have won the goal. I usually win the goals, but I don't win the assists. With that 1 goal, I wouldn't have got a 10-0 sweep. I started off great, and then my team's kind of fallen. I need to have some. Need to get the troops motivated, but benching Gunther isn't the right way to do it. Okay, down to 3 claims. One, two, three, four. 3 claims. The final team will get given to one of those 9 final spots for helping it close. I know you guys are used to stuff taking a little bit to fill elsewhere. Not usually how I like it, but it's going to happen every once in a while. Jake, got you on Atlanta. Okay. Thank you, Jake. Good luck to you. 2 spots left. 1 will be given away. 3 teams left, 2 to claim. Elliot Jets. Thanks, Elliot. 2 spots left. 1 spot will be given away. Carolina was just claimed a little bit above. So the last 2, Vegas and Chargers. 1 gets claimed, 1 will be given away. Vegas Chargers. Final 2, 1 of those 2 will be given away. We'll do a Radke live fill after this. See how that goes, and then we'll move on to some jerseys tonight. I know some hang around and wait for jerseys alone. That's might be letting people do. Some people do, so we'll get to those. Vegas and Chargers. Last 2 teams. And only 1 needs to be claimed. We'll run that right now as soon as the last one gets claimed. So Vegas or Chargers. Final spot to close us. Dave says, end the madness. Got you, Dave, on that one. And that means Vegas will be given away. So let's figure out who gets Vegas. Whoever owns the team that lands on top on the 7th will get Vegas. Thanks, guys. Thanks for being patient. I appreciate it. There it goes. 7 times. 1, 2. Just in case, if Vegas is on top on the 7th, we'll go to number 2. We won't re-roll. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. The Rams spot is getting the Vegas spot for free. So who had the Rams? Dustin had the Rams. So Dustin, you're getting your favorite team for free. I'm going to mark it off now. Okay, let's read these off. Actually, I think I already, well, let's just do it again. Nick F., Arizona, Jacksonville. Jake, Atlanta. We had like 10 claimed after that. Brad, no, I don't think I read them actually. Brad, Baltimore. Zach B., Buffalo. David L., Carolina. Les, Chicago. Zach, Cincy. Jonathan R., Cleveland. Jason T., Dallas. Brian W., Denver. Les, Detroit. Zach, Green Bay. David, Houston. David L., Houston. Brady, Indy. Bill S., Kansas City. Dustin, Vegas. David L., the Chargers. Dustin W., the Rams. Brian W., Miami. Brad, Minnesota. David J., New England. Brian W., New Orleans. John, Giants. Elliot, Jets. Brian G., Philadelphia. Brad, Pittsburgh. Bill S., San Francisco. Brian G., Seattle, Tennessee combo. Bill B., Tampa Bay. David L., Washington. All right. We are good. Close this. Let's get our black cage. We will do let me copy it now, a Radke middleweight after this. And then we will do some licensed jerseys. All right, I got these. 3 numbers. The 4th one can go back in. Okay, first number 6464. Next number is 7373. And our last number is 1313. Was that 73? Yes, it was. 64, 73, and 13. All right, guys. My wife and daughter are in a weird spot that they would never go to, so I don't know what they're doing. Never mind, it moved. All right, let me grab them, guys. 64, 73, and 13. Now the Packers last night. 0.24 points. You think it's a fan? I don't have a fan in here, Jason. Not a single fan, nothing whirring, nothing spinning, nothing. I mean, the box, the PC box is making a little hum, but I can barely hear it. I don't know. If everyone can hear it. It's probably just the stream. If I were to reset, it would go away. But if it's not bothering everyone, there's no point in resetting. I don't know. $64, $73, $13. $64, $73, $13. Just like guessing. Guess all you want. Doesn't bother, just curious. Yeah, there's no fan in here. Like if I take my headphones out, there's not a single like whizzing. I mean, it's as quiet as can be in here. I can barely hear my PC box going. It's funny. All right, guys, we'll do a Racky Lifeful after this. This is the 3-boxer, and then we'll see about jerseys and if there's anything else after that. We'll do jerseys. We'll see about after that. 13, Series 36. 5 for 5 on no Wonka tonight. Big Wonka drought. Look at that. We can't do a stream without some sort of tie or something weird happening a little bit, huh? 3, 2, 1. We've got a alternate. We just hit one. Well, it was the Racky one. I was thinking maybe for my series. I don't think we hit one. I don't think we hit one on my series unless I'm drawing a blank. Baltimore. Baltimore Ravens alt going to Brad. Breaking Brad. And who is it? Same style, same name that we just put into the dollar break. Obviously, different helmet. I should compare the SIGs, but this one looks a little more compressed. I don't know. That is Derrick Henry. Great hit. Got a few of them here now. One in the dollar break. This one just came out, though. Every once in a while, I think about pulling stuff out and putting it into the pool for the regular series. But the Henry just barely went in, so it's going to stay in there for a while. Not going to pull it out for a future hit. I'm sure I've got other Henrys that I can use. But nice hit. Congrats, Brad. Zero Wonka, Derrick Henry. I was looking at the other day. There's a couple guys. Oh, no, it wasn't Henry. Henry has the lead for Tennessee. There's a couple guys that have a chance over the 100 touchdown mark for their franchise. I think Mike Evans was in the 90s. There was one other guy in the 90s. And I wanted to say it was Henry, but it's not Henry. Who is it? One other guy that can score 100 touchdowns for their franchise. Is it Travis Kelce? I think Mike Evans is like 5 away. Another guy was in the 90s as well, but I can't remember who it was. That's a running back. That doesn't help you either. Is it Kelce? That's my guess, but I don't remember it being him. Just thinking about it now, I was thinking Kelce. Maybe it is. But Evans, I think, is the closest with 5 or 6 left to get there. And he's getting close to coming back, I think. 64, Series 36. He's in the 90s? Okay, then it was him. I think there was only 2 in the 90s. Henry still leads Tennessee, and it's like 60 or 70. Box 2. Ooh. Me likey. I think I saw this one. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. That is an eclipse for the next team alphabetically in line. Right next there. We start with Baltimore. Now we're moving to Buffalo. Eclipse. It's our first eclipse tonight, right? Yes, even though the Merino looks eclipse-ish. Buffalo, right below. Zach B hitting a Eclipse for the Bills. We're missing an earpiece, unless it's in the bag. I probably have a black one for you, so we'll get that fixed. I saw one name, but it was in a peculiar spot. Yep. 3, 2, 1. We're going trips tonight. It's been a little bit since we've had a Bills trips, I think. Maybe a series or 2 or 3. Great hit there. That's Jim Kelly, Andre Reed, and Thurman Thomas. One of every position that you guys don't have. Do I give it to all of them too? A little bump on them all. Quarterback, running back, wide receiver. Jim Kelly, Andre Reed, and Thurman Thomas. Nice Bills triplets helmet there. That is JSA certified. It's a great hit. Nice hit, Zach. We're missing the 1 year piece. If I don't do it now, I may never do it. Could be. Poor Bills, man. I'm rooting for them like every week or every year to go to the Super Bowl, and they just keep hitting roadblocks by the name of Mahomes. There we go. This side works. Great hit, Zach. Congrats. Okay, box 73. Series 36. Hey, we got a Wonka point. Yeah, no Patty. Well, he can still get there, but didn't I just see that ends his streak of division championships? Right? They can't win the division now. Like the Broncos are too far ahead. The Chargers can still come back. I think I saw that the Chiefs cannot win the division though. 1 pointer. Final box from this 3-boxer. We will do a rad key live till after this, and some jerseys. See a name, perhaps? I think he is in this series. Oh, okay. All right. They just had a tough loss, but we're going college on this one. With some Buckeye Leaf stickers. Some of these are, holy moly. Some of these are fraying off. I don't know if there's a way to fix that. When you stick them down, but they'll probably refray. I don't know if you can put adhesive back on them. I've actually never seen that. I don't know if it's the... Anyways, I'm sure it's an easy fix for someone that knows how to do stuff like that. They're almost all down now, but I don't know why they're fraying up like that. It wasn't like that when I had it. Anyways. Ohio State. That's just about every team still alive on this one. Because they're all over the NFL. Good luck, everyone. Let's see what we got. That's what I thought I saw. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, might as well. He played decent yesterday, didn't he? I remember thinking he was playing decent, but maybe not horrible. They won the game. 203 yards, 1 touchdown. That is C.J. Stroud, big-time quarterback, Fanatic certified, going to Houston. Now I'm on the wrong page. Who had the Texans? Houston. David L. David Litton hitting the Texans, getting C.J. Stroud. That's a great auto, too. I mean, they're still sticking down. I just don't know what you would do to make them stick. So hopefully that's not an issue. I don't know that I'd put one right there, but that's me. Nice hit, Dave. And I'll do a recap. I got to get to your Wonka point. But that was a nice 3-boxer. Derrick Henry, Bills trips, and C.J. Stroud. Let's try a rad key. I'm going to get you your points while we're waiting here. David L., you had the last 1-pointer. That was last week with Barry Sanders, I think. Not bad. 1-pointers. Sanders and Stroud. Heat them up and they may restick. Yeah, some of you guys know how to... I feel like I'm like useless on a lot of stuff. I did something. I'm not even tell you guys. You'll just make fun of me. Never mind. I did something myself for the first time a few weeks ago. And yes, I'm late 30s, but I was proud of myself. Tell you something like wipe your own butt. All right, I know what you guys. I know the jokes that are brewing in your brains, because that's what I would say too. Indy, Jonathan R. Dallas is Bill S. Cleveland is Brad. Dave, Steelers, Pittsburgh. San Francisco is Bill S. Denver, number 6 is Brian. Number 7, Minnesota is Jonathan R. Number 8, Washington for Dave. Number 9, Las Vegas for Brad. Did this really just happen? Vegas, Tampa Bay is number 10 for Dustin. Chicago is number 11 for David. Detroit is number 12 for Zach. And Green Bay is number 13 for Brian. That might be the first time where we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 claims, 13 different teams. No duplicates, no one missing their team. Unless someone deleted something and I missed it, but that's pretty cool. Okay, 3 spots left to close this one, guys. 3 left. And what did we open earlier? We opened box 7 on roll 7, right? So here's our, I can't copy those yet. I'll probably take those off, but just for fun, we're going to do it now. Running back, quarterback. That's rough, guys. Is that really 5 quarterbacks, or did I already do it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The whole back row has a quarterback, and then the front row's got one. Crazy. 14, Kansas City for Zach. Gotcha, Zach. I'll wait. What are those two doing? My son's gone, so they're out just shopping. Just waste money wherever they can. Let's just go spend money here. Good grief. Are you guys as grumpy as I am, or is that maybe I need to take a look in the mirror. Here you go, Nick. I was there to witness it too. First Utah goal, October 8th. 16, Cincy for Zach. Gotcha. The man I didn't start tonight. We are full, guys. Can't itch your ear when you have a headphone in. Now I can. Okay, let's get some randoms going. We'll random the box right after. Appreciate closing that one up. Jerseys up next. License series. I went over the new ones. I'll show you here in a second if you want to take a screenshot. But you can also see the updated jerseys on Facebook on the pin section. 7 times. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Rams on top, Philadelphia on bottom. Okay, here we go. Jonathan R. Indy and the Rams. Bill S. Dallas, Carolina. Brad, Cleveland, Tennessee. David L. Pittsburgh Jets. Bill S. San Francisco, Houston. Brian, Denver and Arizona. Jonathan R. Minnesota, Seattle. David L. Washington Chargers. Brad, Vegas, Atlanta. Dustin, Tampa, Baltimore. David L., Chicago, New Orleans. Zach B., Detroit and New England. Brian W., Green Bay and the Giants. Zach, Kansas City, Miami, Cincy, and Philly. And David L., Buffalo, Jacksonville. Let's get a box number here and get rolling. Random. 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Box number 11. There we go. Remember 10, 11, 12 are the ones that were delayed, and I kept thinking they could have been delayed a whole another week because we keep not pulling them. 11, now we are. I said I was going to show a picture, and then I didn't. Right. If you'd like to take a screenshot or pause it here so you can look at some of your targets, there they are. That's how I do it the first time. And let me copy the license series over, which will be next. And I said box 11, so it should be on the far left. There's 11. On top of 12. Move these over here. All right. Good luck, all. Box 11. It's already the end of the second. Man, I'm going to be able to watch just the third period is all. I like it when they play on the road in California because then the games don't start till 8. It's great. I love how late some of the hockey games go compared to other sports because then when I'm working late, I can watch them later. I would be watching Monday Night Football instead, but I thought 4 years ago, hey, why not do a stream every Monday Night Football, every Monday during Monday Night Football? That's a good idea, right, Al? I just stuck with it for some idiotic reason. Oh, this way. Okay, good luck, all. See a team. Who is the player? I do not know. 3, 2, 1. Looks like we've got another eclipse there. For the Philadelphia Eagles, who are playing. We pulled both teams that are playing tonight. That's what we tried to do back in the day when we had our bonuses. It was for pulling teams that were playing, and we did it tonight. Philadelphia, Eclipse Authentic. I think they did go unclaimed because they were the final random. Zach B on your Cincy claim to close us. Getting Philly. Authentic Eclipse here. Let's see what you got. 3, 2, 1. Hey, that's the one you guys voted for. It's another. Very nice. B-Doc. Brian Dawkins. Authentic Eclipse. Beautiful hit there. Authentic Eclipse. Brian Dawkins for Zach. Congrats, Zach. That's another. We're hitting the Eagles who are playing tonight. All right, guys. Let's do a licensed jersey claim here. Let's see how this one goes. We'll try to get this one filled up. See how it goes. Yeah, you got it, Zach. That should draw some attention at least. I think all the helmets we put in the corner should, but the problem is that it's not like a high traffic area. I mean, it is there are places, but best is to get a picture and do it elsewhere. But sometimes that's too much work too. It's just to put it there, see if anyone reaches out, any trades come up from it. All right, I'm already sharing my screen. Magic, spot 1. Whoops. For Larry. Gotcha. Acuna. Spot 2. Ronald. For Jake. Dave with Knicks. I think you're claiming for Greg, right? Gotcha on that one. Greg Nix. Griffey is number 4. If any of those are for you, Dave, you let me know, just so I'm not screwing that up. I know he said he was busy tonight, so he's going to have you claim. Or try to have you help claim 4, which is always fine, guys. I have no issue with that because the person claiming for you or that's trying to help you out a little bit, they still got to beat others, so it's all the same to me. Bill got you. Spot 4. Spot 5 is SGA for Jonathan S. Jonathan, did you watch the Saturday stream? I didn't talk to you yet. I try not to message you guys to not screw stuff up. I would assuming you did. Assume that you did since you're not claiming him. Congrats, man. That was a long chase. It's always nice to grab your guy after so long. 6 is Stammer for Brian. Bork. Love the Ray Bork jersey. That's number 7 for Jason. Number 8 is Pat McAfee for Bill. Number 9 is Jonathan Huberdeau for Brian. Number 10 is Baker Mayfield for Greg. 6 and 4. I know. It's a good feeling. It's like sometimes when they last too long, you're like, man, I went after the wrong dang guy. But it feels so good when you hit one that you chase forever. It's sometimes, and I do this, I know I'm wasting your time. Sometimes I will hit the guy that I've been chasing elsewhere, and I still chase it because I feel like I owe it to the jersey to keep chasing, even though I hit the same jersey elsewhere. I do that. It becomes like personal for me, which is weird, but it does. 11 is Frank Thomas for Larry. 12 is Steve Young for Greg. 13 is Fox, Adam Fox with some randoms. If anybody wants to buy any randoms unseen, you can now. They'd be $10 a piece from Craig. If not, Craig, we'll see who you get, and we'll move them at that point, or try to. Steelers Young. Oops. Steve Young is what you meant right on that one. I put Steve Young, but then I saw Steelers Young, but there is no Steelers Young. You corrected it below. Gotcha. Yeah, well, good thing, huh? If it did feel a little bit slower. 13 was Fox. Where am I? Fox. 14 is Kane, Patty Kane for Brian. Probably 2 or 3 short. 3 or 4 short. Kane, Steve Young. Warner is number 15 for Greg. Gotcha. 16 is John Morant for Bill. 17 is the Mailman. It's the only correct way to claim him, Brady. Carl. Okay, we are caught up through there. 17 claims, I believe, 10 over there and 7 over here. Okay. 3 left to close this. I'll show some pictures in a second if needed, and then we'll go from there. Zach taking Ellie. Number 18. Mr. A. My friends are trying to get me to golf midweek down south. Where do you think I am? You also can't go without me. Holy moly. Hopefully they don't. Okay. 19, JSN. Just one spot to close us, guys. One spot closes us all. I know they were talking about it, but does Smith and Jigba have a legitimate shot of breaking Calvin Johnson's record? Or has he still got to do some heavy lifting? I saw he scored yesterday, but I didn't see if he had over 100 yards or not. That was a great year. One spot left. I'll show pictures here in a second if I need to. Dave with Kelly. Is that Jim Kelly? Is this you or Greg? I'll put under you, and you let me know if it's you or him. Just let me know when I can change it easy peasy. Probably Greg, but just making sure. There's 20 claims. We're going to have 44 randoms, guys. Craig, we'll see who you get, and you can try to sell them. No one's snagged any randoms. I'll default as Greg. You let me know if it's you on that one, just in case. Let's get rid of these. We got our randoms. Let's go over here. Let's do this. Paste them here. Final four on the 7th roll, guys, will be up for $10 a piece. There's 1, 2, 3. Missed it. 4, 5, 6, and 7. Vasilevsky, Sam Reinhart, Bryce Young, and Jordan Love. Some fun ones there. All around. I'd PC all 4 of those. Shocking, I PC most of these jerseys. That's why I put them in there. Okay, Vasi. First Vasi going to Bill B. Nick just behind, but I got you with Reinhardt. Love going to Zach. Bill just behind. Young going to Dustin. Okay, let's see if we have any discounts. Craig, just so you know, you have Chris Paul and Dominique Wilkins. I know you're trying to sell beforehand, so. Larry V, you have Magic Johnson, Mike Evans, and Mark Giordano. Jake, Acuna, Lawrence. Hey, that's a good random. Or no, that's Jonathan likes Trevor Lawrence. McGrady, maybe he'll trade for you. Greg, Nix, Rice, and Bettis. Bill, Griffey, Johnson, and Hole. I should just stop talking when it gets this late. Just read. SGA, Forsberg, and Sorokin. That's Jonathan. Brian W. Stamkos, Boldy, and Boggs. Jason T. Bork, Darlene, and Carter. That's Vince Carter. I guess Chris Carter hit now anyways. Bill S., McAfee, Coffee, and Seymour. Brian, Huberdeau, Adebayo, and Jefferson. Greg had Mayfield, Byfield, and Caulfield. Okay. That should be a bonus. Mayfield, Thomas, Woodson, and Matsui. Greg, Young, Jacobs, and Dantley. Cox, Paul, and Wilkins. Brian W., Patty Kane, Iverson, and Nico Collins. You have Warner, Hextall, and Crosby. Bill S., Morant, McMichael, and Herbert. Brady, you have Malone, Robinson, and Bowers. Zach, you have Ellie, Seguin, Weber, JSN, Mitchell, and Bagwell. Greg, you had Kelly, McGuire, and Tavares. Zach, Love, Dustin Young, Nick Reinhardt, and Bill B. Vasilevsky. That one blew my mind. Mayfield, Byfield, Caulfield. Weird. Okay. Let's see. Carter for sell or trade. Vince Carter is up for sell or trade. Giordano, Evans, Woodson, Matsui for sell. Giordano, Evans, Woodson, and Matsui are all up for $10. We'll trade Bowers for Jefferson if interested. Bowers is yours, right, Brady? Bowers and Jefferson is Brian. Brian, if you want to trade Jefferson for Bowers, let him know. Brian W. Trade either one of my randoms for David Robinson or T-Law. David Robinson. Brady has David Robinson. And Trevor Lawrence is Jake. If Brady or Jake want to trade one of those two away for, who said that? Jonathan did. Philip Forsberg or Ilya Sorokin, let them know. Robinson or Lawrence for one of those two. By Carter and Giordano. And that was David. Carter, Giordano, both going to David J. Got you, David. Good luck to you. Any of my randoms for Vince Carter? Jason, do you want to trade Vince Carter for Chris Paul or Dominique Wilkins? Trade. What trade was that again? Not this. Not this one. Jefferson for Bowers, right? Okay. Brock Bowers trade. Justin Jefferson trade. Brady, making sure, where is it? Brady. Yep. Hey, Brady, that one's good. Giordano sold. Perfect. Is Forsberg for sale, Jonathan? I know he's offering Forsberg and Sorokin for either Trevor Lawrence from Jake or David Robinson from Brady. So if you guys answer, maybe he'll sell after that, if that's a no on the trades. Carter for sale. He already sold, Jason. David said, buy Carter and Giordano. He's yellow now. He's sold from you. So you sold him. Yep, just making sure I can't trade him. If not, he's yours. So Brady and Jake, if you want to trade Trevor Lawrence or David Robinson for either one of his, Forsberg or Sorokin, let them know. They may not be hockey guys. We'll give it a second here while you guys are trading. Hold Robinson, hold Lawrence, both answering there. So that is most likely a sell then, right? And it's going to Nick. It's yours, Nick. Perfect. Okay. So Nick is grabbing Forsberg, the mustache man. Okay, I'm pretty sure we got off all the rest. Just in case, though, we still have Rod Woodson, Hideki Matsui, Mike Evans. Those are all $10 purchases if you want to buy. They're all right for the taking. Sorokin is up for sale now as well. So those four are still available. Sorokin, Evans, Woodson, and Matsui. Dustin says buy Evans. Jason just behind on Evans, unfortunately. Sold Dustin. Thanks, Larry. Matsui for trade any random of mine. Okay, I'm going to start grabbing boxes. Sorokin, Woodson, Matsui. So, Larry, if you want to trade Matsui for Chris Paul or Dominique Wilkins, that is a trade offer that Craig's offering you as well. Greg, is Jacobs for sale? Greg is not here, so David's claiming for him. And my guess is he'd keep NFL. But if he's somehow here, he can answer. I know he was busy-ish today, so we'll see if he answers, James. Wilkins for Matsui. Okay, that works. Craig, does that work for you? I'm assuming it does. Matsui trade. Okay. Woodson, Sorokin are our last two available. And then, Greg, if you hear James is interested in Josh Jacobs, Mr. 3rd and 1, taking it for 21 yards. That's what happens to our defense. Got them bottled up behind the line, and they squirt through for 30 yards. Not this year as much, but normally I'm used to that. All right, guys, let's get rolling. Sorokin, Woodson, last two available if anyone's interested. Jason's going to take Sorokin for 10 buckarooskies. Okay, so just Rod Woodson available now. Rod Woodson, last one for 10. Jason's buying Sorokin from Jonathan S. Tried to give enough time to trade and purchase, and that was a bunch of stuff moved around, so that works. Let's shake it up and get rolling. I better make sure. Did you say for sell for Sorokin? You did. So, Jonathan, you're moving both Sorokin and Forsberg. Keep an SGA. 2 numbers. 1, 2. Jeez Louise. 4 rolls to get it to roll. Okay, first number is 8686. Oh, geez. Next number, 137. 86 and 137. All right. She's barking, I'm assuming. Yep. All right, guys, let me grab them. '86, 137. I don't need to take that. I can do that. 86, 137. 86, 137. All right, I'm going to unhighlight that last one because it looks like that's staying where it's at. All right, guys, this is the final break of the night. Do we have a chance here? If I get rid of the triple, if I get rid of the triple, you have a chance to tie. You need 2 others or tight ends, which there are both others and tight ends in this break. Good luck. Make sure A6, 137, 137, A6. All right, guys, let's roll. Final one. Good luck, all. Let's see. I don't want to root for specific jerseys. I wouldn't mind seeing those 2 that got traded, or one of those 2. I think those are the oldest 2. Maybe I'm forgetting about one, but they've been in for a long time. Good grief. 3, 2, 1. This has not been in for a long time. We are on a run of hitting. Oops, it's going this way. Hitting jerseys that have been in for a week or 2 weeks or less. I don't think he wasn't added today, but I think he was added for the weekend. Maybe the Monday before that at the very latest. Holy cow. I don't know why, but it makes me sad when I see the fun ones go out quick when I just barely put them in. Like I don't get to look at them longer on the break pages, you know? Doesn't make me sad seeing him. You get what I'm saying? I like seeing the new fun ones show up on the pictures a little more often. This was in and out right away. John Morant, he was claimed, wasn't he? Or maybe not. Purple. Yeah, he was claimed. John Morant, spot 16. Bill hitting Morant on a claim. Bill, nice hit. Grizzlies, Nike. Is it one of their editions? Nope, it's not. What's the Tatum and one of the other ones that I just got are like special edition ones. Kind of cool. Nice hit, Bill. John Morant. He's kind of an athletic freak. This jersey is annoying to fold, though, because I want to fold it so that we get... Oh, well, we can do it like this for now. Leave Morant by itself back there. Nice hit, Bill. John Morant, claimed hit. I guess in hockey jerseys we went 1 for 2 on claims. I don't remember on Saturday if we hit claims or randoms. Who did we even hit Saturday? I can't think of a single jersey we hit on Saturday. Think it up. I don't know. Okay, that's basketball. So football, the dream is dead. Ewing, thank you. We just talked about that. Was claimed. Did we hit any other claims on Saturday? We're hitting one there, so I'm happy we're on the claim side of things. Let's see if we can 2 for 2. Who else hit on Saturday? Well, I know who this one is too, because of the material. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. This is one of those old CCM jerseys, and we didn't even hit a single NFL, so you lose by 2. I was hoping for a comeback. CCM, we just saw his signature go back up for the dollar break as a part of the 13 sign. This is solo signed. We do have a 99 Cup, which is what the other one's all about, is the 99 Cup team. This is not a claim. I don't remember anyone claiming whole. So Beckett certified on this one. CCM, let's take a look at this jersey after I see where it goes. It is a random, the second random on spot 4. Bill, doubling up. You had Ken Griffey, Chris Johnson, and Brett Hull, Stars CCM. So Bill taking home a claim and a random. I was hoping for 2 claims. I need someone to help me remember who else hit besides Ewing. Yep, congrats all. CCM here. It is the vintage CCM. Beautiful jersey. Stars. This jersey looks old. Feels old. You got your Stars patches on top, too. Nice hit, Bill. Hey, that opens the door for, I keep shunning a couple Stars players that, there, that's what I was looking for. I couldn't find that. The CCM bottom patch. It must have been on the opposite side. CCM. Got a couple Stars that I don't put in because we have Seguin, who's been in forever, and Hull, who's been in for a little less than forever. But there goes one, so I guess I can add another one at some point. I've got a Mikko Rantanen Stars, which is a great jersey. And then I had someone else, too, and I can't remember who it is now. Joe Pavelski, maybe. Congrats, Bill. Sorry to everyone else. That was a double up there. Brett Hull and John Morant. Get the air out, even though it looks like I'm suffocating the jersey. All right, let's do a recap, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. Third-party stuff today. Started off with, it's a non-headliner card, but man, that's a fun one. CeeDee Lamb, Rookie Wave, Playoff Ink, number to 25. Our last baseball jersey was Bill Mazeroski. Our 2 jerseys from East Coast were Lawson Krause and Andy Moog. Love that Moog jersey. Helmets outside of Big Al's. We had a rivalry. Dan Marino was one of the pictured headliners. We pulled it. That's awesome. Brian Dawkins Eclipse Authentic as well. The rest is Big Al's. We had John Morant and Brett Hull on the jerseys. And then we had Marshall Faulk, Jim Everett, Joe Alt, Derrick Henry, Michael Penix, C.J. Stroud, and Bill's Trips. And then Dave L., if you're still here, I don't know what I can do for this. I'm going to ship it to you. You can decide whether you want to just rip them off. I think they're pretty easy to find new stickers. Or maybe try what Bill B said and heat them and see if they stick a little better. But they weren't like that, so I don't know if just storing it for a little bit made them. I feel like that one needs to come off, but I'll let you decide on that. Nice CJ Stroud helmet nonetheless, so we'll figure that out. Thanks, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you hanging out with me today. I was a little slower on the middle one there, but we got it finished up. We'll drop some starters tomorrow. It'll be the new baseball series, probably a little cheaper. If anything, at least $1. And then basketball cards still till that one runs out. After that, we're going to do basketballs again, which are fun. And then we'll see you guys on Wednesday for Wednesday night stream. Appreciate you guys. Have a great night. Message me with any questions, please.